My name's Jessica. You're here to talk about hypotonia and cerebral palsy. Let's get started. This is my friend Buzz. He's my comfort item. Even though I'm sitting by myself in a room, I am nervous. So, I fidget with him. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm going to get comments of drop the buzz. I should drop the buzz. You're right. But I can't, because I'm nervous. And I also come up with random accents when I'm nervous, I guess. If you don't know me yet, hi, my name is Jessica. My son is 4 and he has hypotonia, which we are now getting the diagnosis of cerebral palsy. We've known, essentially, you can actually tie back his hypotonia to in utero. I had polyhydramnios, which meant I had extra amniotic fluid because he was not strong enough in his throat muscles to properly swallow my amniotic fluid. My son also has a slew of other diagnoses. If you're coming here from another video, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, you can go see the other videos. You can go see cute videos of him. He is kick-ass, he is awesome. But we've had a roller coaster of 4 years, and I'm finally opening the lens and talking about it because I feel like we can all be friends and learn from one another. They had no idea at the time what was causing it. Polyhydramnios could be a marker for Down syndrome, it could be a marker for CP, it could be a marker for nothing. So in my pregnancy, they were like, we don't know what's wrong. Good luck and enjoy your pregnancy. And if you're a pregnant mama, or if you have babies, or if you just are a human being, you can imagine that that would be incredibly stressful. That's what I had from 20 weeks until delivery. We did not know why he was having problems swallowing. He was born, he was rushed off to NICU to have a feeding tube and a central line in his tummy because he was having a really hard time swallowing things. 12 days in NICU, bring him home, still have a really hard time breastfeeding. Normally, if you don't know, you can feed a baby in like the cradle position in the football hold. You can lay next to them in bed and just whip a titty out and just have them lay down. That wasn't how it was with Alex. He would choke constantly. I've been blessed with a lot of friends in this journey, and I want to be your friend because I know what it's like to be lonely, even in a room full of people. At the time, well, she's still a very good friend of mine. One of my good friends is a licensed lactation consultant, and I would just cry to her. I'm like, why is my baby constantly choking? And she's like, I don't know. And that's okay to not know. I mean, we just had a really hard time breastfeeding. We had a really hard time with solid foods. He still, since he was a baby, has occupational therapy for food safety. He's got a whole separate part of occupational therapy for food safety, for swallowing and eating, because he's got such low tone here. That is not the only place Alex has low tone. He is 4, he is learning how to write, and he's having a hard time with muscle grasp, like pencil grasp. Go across, across, across. You do it. Good job. Let's switch colors. Yeah, that's a good color because you can see it. Okay, you ready? Remember, we go down. You do it. Down. Good job. Okay, remember? Next one, we go across. Across. Ready? Across. Across. You try. We're doing a lot in home and in therapies of fine motor activities, working on that hand strength so we can learn how to write because he's a super smart kid. He also needs ankle braces because his hypotonia in his ankles, as he's getting bigger, the weight of his muscles cannot keep up with in his ankles. So we see hypotonia all over. We see it's not just in one area. It's in daily activities of what he does. He constantly falls, he's constantly tripping. Because his hips are pretty weak, it causes in-toeing of the toes. So he even trips just on his own toes sometimes, and that is from hypotonia of being really weak in his muscles. We have physical therapy. We've had physical therapy since he was a baby because of hypotonia. Now, how did we get well, we got the hypotonia. Oh, we had a swallow study. I'm kind of all over the place, sorry. He had pneumonia really bad as a baby, and it was a hospital stay. It was horrible. He needed to be on oxygen. It was really bad. And come to find out, people who are smarter than me put the puzzle pieces together in the medical world to do a swallow study. Since nobody else had pneumonia, it wasn't, I think it's called communal pneumonia when it's contagious. Nobody else had it. It was just him. So they did a swallow study when he got out of the hospital and discovered that when he's eating, he swallows and it gets into the wrong pipe. So we know that now. We know feeding therapy. We work with therapists, but that was also a part of our journey. Lastly, fast forward to recently, we went to Neurology because he also has Tourette's and tics. You can see another video on that. I don't know which way. But when I was there, neurologist also does cerebral palsy. He noticed that Alex's mouth was always open. Kind of like he leaves his mouth at like a resting open state, and he goes, is his mouth always open? And I said yes, and that made him look into his chart, and he saw hypotonia, and then he felt around his legs, and we talked about eating, and he is under the assumption that he has neurology is under the assumption he might have a mild form of cerebral palsy, which would make sense if you go all the way back into utero. So that is our journey. We have ankle braces. We just saw orthopedics for fitting of the ankle braces. I will do another video when we get them in and keep you updated. We have feeding therapy. We still watch out, cut things up little, and make sure that he is safe when he is eating. And I think that's it. He's just an awesome little boy, and we're just making it work. So if you have a family member with CP or any advice, or maybe a child, or you just have any questions, go ahead and leave it down below. If you like what I see, subscribe. If you like what you see, subscribe, because I have a feeling that now that I'm getting back in the saddle, I'm going to be updating more. I will update on ankle braces. I will also do life updates, and also probably include little cute clips of him and doing cute things. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry about Buzz, he's distracting, but he's helping me open up to you guys. I don't know if I already said this, but I have my best friend and I have an Instagram called Raising Someone Special. And come on over and be friends with us over there, be friends with us here. Let's all show that special needs does not need to be a lonely, scary world, that we can do this together, and we can teach inclusion to everybody, neurotypical and special needs alike, and we're all here for each other. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.